Look up Dead or Alive. That was
The shooting game.
No, the fighting game with bouncy tits.
Can you make sure that you send me this link so I can
my
include this in our video? This is so stupid. Hey everybody, welcome to Small Talk Japan. On this show, we talk about all things Japan in English. My name is Mitch, and these are my co-hosts.
Natsuki.
And Alex.
And my shirt is getting keyed out again. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
It is as well.
You want to see something crazy? Watch this, watch this. Watch my hand, watch my hand. Oh, where did it go?
Behind your back.
Gone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Anyway, today I'm wearing my Pokemon shirt because today we're going to talk about video games.
Yay!
Nice.
Do you guys play video games?
Yes.
No.
What?
Just a little bit.
Her phone is currently in front of her, turned sideways with a video game open on it
I know, yeah.
because she doesn't play video games.
Maybe she thinks it's not a game.
It's real life.
It's real.
It's a real life.
What's the name of this game?
Homescapes.
Homescapes. Is this a Japanese game or is this a
I
foreign
don't
game?
know where it's from.
Looks foreign, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks foreign.
But they're speaking Japanese.
Yeah, because I changed it to Japanese. It
You
has.
had a comment about this, Alex. You said it looks like what?
It looks like The Sims. You know, The Sims.
But sucky.
kind of shit.
CC Homescapes.
It's like
Where is
a
it from?
casual game, innit?
So Natsuki, do you regularly play this?
Yeah, before I
shitty
go to bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And if you built an empire on it or something like that, or a beautiful
Do you
house.
shoot people? What's the objective?
I don't know. What is this? It's like a puzzle.
Gem game. Gem game.
Oh no!
Oh god,
It's
those
got
are the
mini games
worst.
in it.
The worst.
Oh my
And then-
god!
Who makes it? Huh?
When I clear, I get a point, and then I can decorate the house.
Who made this garbage, Josh?
It was created by Playrix in Russia.
Russia.
Yeah.
Russia.
They are collecting so much data on you.
Ah.
They're gonna hack you.
What they're gonna use it for, I wonder.
Oh no.
Alex, you're actually a pretty big gamer.
Yeah, I love games, man.
What do you do?
Wait. How much did you spend on your newest video game rig like 6 months ago?
Quite a lot of money.
It was like in US dollars, like $4,000 or $5,000 you spend.
Yeah.
Does your wife know about it?
Yes and no.
Yes. And no. That's not true. I came over his house for dinner and I was just like, his wife was just in a mood. And I was like, what happened? She's like, do you know how much he spent on his gaming computer? I was like, no, but I did. But I said no.
It's a video editing computer.
You know what? That's
well.
the best thing is there's no difference between a video
know.
game machine and a video editing machine.
Yeah.
They're the
So,
same.
Does the same thing.
How much did you spend? You like $5,000, right?
Yeah, but I'm mainly using it for work at the moment.
Oh,
you know.
50万.
50万
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now you were one of the first people on the cyberpunk train.
Yeah, I was playing Cyberpunk when
When it
it
was
came out.
garbage. Is this still garbage?
Yeah, I finished it now, so I've not looked back. It could have been better, let's say.
But so the reason why we're talking about video games is not just video games, but video games in Japan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Cyberpunk is a foreign game, I think, by an American studio. You play Russian hack stuff.
What do you play?
So
Russia.
actually, Josh can tell you what I play. Okay, so for my birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, we all chipped in, bought Mitch a Nintendo Switch, and I bought him Legend of Zelda.
So I could play it.
How much have you played it?
I have 4 hearts.
I think you start with 3.
I have 4 hearts.
Right.
What do you mean by 4 hearts? What do you mean?
As you play Zelda, you get more hearts.
Oh,
More
okay.
life, right?
Yeah.
So you mean you just played a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love video games, by the way. I used to be super addicted to MMOs. Like in university, like I wouldn't shower for days. Just
Really?
like playing MMOs. But when I got real and got a job, like I don't know. I can't enjoy it. I can't get into it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You've got to switch into that kind of mode.
Yeah.
But if you're focused on something, you feel like it should be working. You know what I mean? That's what I get a lot now.
And then the other
You
thing
know.
is like on the Switch. I'm sorry, I'm not. I love you, Nintendo, but on the Switch, when you play it on a 4K screen, even though it's only 1080p, it's like laggy.
Yeah.
It can't handle it.
Right.
So like you'll be like going through the beautiful scenery in Zelda and everything, and you're like seeing stutter and stuff. I'm like, you underpowered piece of crap. So I've been waiting for the Switch Pro to come out, which is supposedly a thing. Supposedly it's going to be 4K. Who knows? But we'll see.
But like, I mean, I watched a documentary on Netflix not long ago about video games, you know, and the kind of world of video games and stuff like that. And it reminded me, because I'd forgotten a lot about it, but you know, how much Japan's played a massive role in the development of games. You know?
Didn't all the most popular games come from Japan, basically?
Well, it was basically Japan, US, and then later on a little bit of the UK, like homebrew type games and stuff like that. But those three countries really created the whole thing.
Wasn't
you know?
Pac-Man from Japan?
Pac-Man's Japanese, yeah.
Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong, all those big ones.
Was Space Invaders Japanese?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a Japanese guy. Josh can use Space Invaders where it came from, but I think it came from Japan.
And Mario, right?
Mario's also Japanese.
Mario, yeah.
I remember the first time I got an NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. You guys say Famicom. And me and my brother would just play Mario 1 on it like for days. Like we got bikes and the Nintendo, and the bikes they were like sparkling new forever because we never used them.
Right.
We were just always on the video game.
So the early days, man, the foundational things. I mean, I was never allowed an NES though.
Why?
I don't know. My parents like.
Your dad's an IT guy.
He bought me a computer.
Oh.
I had like what was it? An IBM kind of desktop
486
computer
or a 386 or something.
when I was like 7. So
My first computer was about 7 or 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I was one of the first like 10,000 people on America Online.
right, all right, okay,
Yeah, using like I think it wasn't even a 14.4 modem. It was before that. It was like it wasn't even in the K. I think it was like in the hundreds. It was like whatever.
Yeah.
You asked your mom to buy your computer?
No.
or you
I bought
was-
it.
You
no,
bought it?
the first one I got as a gift from like a hand-me-down computer, and then the second one I built it myself.
Wow.
But he built his own computer too.
Yeah, I used to build my own
Wow.
computers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And then took a long time off, and then built one that cost too much money.
So let's talk about video games in Japan a little bit. Natsu, when you were little, did you have Famicom? Did you like Famicom or Super Famicom? Which one?
Both.
Both. Were you allowed to play them all the time?
Yeah, I was allowed to play all the time. But I have 2 brothers and they were playing all the time. So, it never come to my turn. I just only watch.
What were all the systems you had? Famicom, Super Famicom,
Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
Sega
Yeah,
Saturn. and
Mega
Sega-
Drive.
Mega Drive.
Mega Drive.
Genesis, right?
I have a Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, and a Mega Drive now, and a GameCube, and a N64, and a Switch, all at my house, and I don't use any of them.
And
I had a
PlayStation.
What did I have? A Dreamcast. I love Dreamcast. man.
Stupid controllers. That killed Sega.
That's one of the reasons I came to Japan was to play it because I played Shenmue. You know that game
And that made you fall in love with Japan.
where you just kind of walk. You can buy like canned coffee out of vending machines, and I was like, as a young adult in England, I was like, you could buy coffee in a fucking vending machine.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
this?
that-
it blew my mind.
At that time, you could buy cigarettes and you could buy alcohol and anything you wanted in vending machines.
Yeah.
Now you can, some places you can still buy alcohol when like countryside places, and you can buy cigarettes with a taspo,
yeah.
a card. But you didn't need any of that stuff before, so kids could just buy whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to talk about something. Oh my God, what was it? We were just talking about Dreamcast.
Yeah.
How long did you play that? I mean, it only lasted a year or two, right?
Well, my one got nicked. It got stolen.
Got stolen.
Someone broke into my house and stole it.
嘘でしょ
No, really. I lived in a rough area when I was a student.
It got nicked.
Yeah, it got nicked. And then I got another one, insurance. And then I don't think we played it for long. I think we had like Virtua Fighter might have been on that. I can't remember. Or Soul Calibur maybe. But I think that was about it.
What really strikes me is that old video games, actually even some new video games, in the West versus Japan, now it's kind of blending, but like before, video games in Japan were very geared towards adults with very adult-oriented content in it. There's this JonTron video. If you guys have never seen JonTron, look him up on YouTube, where he's like, there's like this Yakuza game that came out like way back on the NES. And the Japanese version of the Nintendo, the first Nintendo called Famicom, actually has a microphone in the controller.
Does
I
it?
Yeah, it
remember
does.
that.
It has a microphone in the controller.
What's the purpose of that?
So in this weird Yakuza game that JonTron talks about, I forgot the name of the game, but like you have to sing karaoke as part of the game.
Really?
Yeah, like you go to like a snack bar or something like that, and you have to like sing karaoke or something like that. I don't know.
I used to use the microphone like it's my turn, because my brother is always doing it.
I can't believe there's a mic in the controller.
There's a microphone, yeah.
Just the Japanese one.
Yeah, and it's just the Japanese one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like anyway, they have all these like really adult-oriented games. There's another Yakuza game on the PlayStation. I think it's just called Yakuza or something like that. My friend Brian was telling me about it, and he's talking about how it's just totally ridiculously violent and ridiculous. And it's just like I love every bit of it. But it's not. I don't think there's an English version of it. I think it's only in Japanese.
Right.
Isn't it like a margin game? No.
A margin game?
Margin. I don't know.
Mahjong.
Mahjong. No. It's like a RPG or something like that. Whatever. This game is what my friend Brian, who's like this guy from Georgia, okay, but he lives in Japan, and he looks like a nerd, right? And so he's playing this Super Yakuza game. He's like, I love this game. Yeah, but like games in Japan are just super, like they've always from a long time ago been very, very violent. Like even Mortal Kombat, that was originally, is that American?
That's an American game.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
But like the Japanese version of it had blood, and like in an American version on the Nintendo, you couldn't have blood.
But there was like a cheat to get it on.
That was on the Sega Genesis.
Right.
ABACABB.
I can't believe you remember that.
It's the blood code.
That's so weird.
I know it because I got Mortal Kombat, which by the way, on the Sega Mega Drive, as it's called in Japan, is the most expensive game. So during the lockdown and everything, when I was at home, I was like playing on Mercari, which is like Japanese eBay, buying all these retro video games that I don't need.
Did you?
And I spent like $1,000.
Oh my god!
And
You're
then-
way drunk.
Yeah. But I was bored by myself drinking. I was like, okay, so let's buy stuff from my childhood. Anyway, Mortal Kombat was so expensive. And then I got it, and the very first thing I did is plugged it in, and it has that like super cheesy like soundtrack in it with the Activision or whatever. It's like
Activision.
Is it Activision or something like that?
Be, yeah.
The blue logo that comes up. And then I was like, ABACABB. It's like, get over here. The blood code's on. I'm like, oh, my childhood. And I've only used it once for that specific purpose.
I think we played it at your house, and I couldn't remember any of the moves for it, man.
So,
it's like so long ago.
So, can I drop it? Can I? Because it's already out there. Yeah. So Tokyo Lens came to Kagoshima. He's a YouTuber, and he did a thing on Sakurajima, and me and Alex hung out with him for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that night we came over to my place, and he was just like Norm from Tokyo Lens. He was like, "You have retro video games," and then it was not me playing. It was Alex and Norm playing, and Alex was drunk as fuck. And so he was just like, "You're kicking my ass." And Norm, who's he might be a heavy drinker, I don't know, but at that time he came here to work, so he wasn't drinking that much.
Yeah.
He was just killing you, man.
Beat the shit out of me. Yeah. Well, you always think you were better than you were, right? And when you know.
So I'm actually planning on opening a bar soon, maybe this year when things get better. And one of the things that I want to do is have just a bunch of Mario Kart game consoles in there and call the place Drinking and Driving.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
So like, because have you ever played Mario Kart drunk? You realize why you should never drink and drive.
True.
You just run into everything, and you're trying to focus, but you can't. So bad. One of my favorite bars had Mario Kart for the 64. Like when you could get drunk, you could like versus your friends, and you don't do anything. But anyway, let's go back to you were talking about retro video games like way back in the day.
Yeah.
In England, where you're from, did you guys mainly play video games at home, or did you guys have like arcades?
Oh shit!
Arcade is a game center.
Yeah.
We used to have them.
You guys say game center. We say arcade. Do you guys say arcade?
Yeah, arcade.
Yeah.
So we used to have the arcade, but like because obviously a home computer wasn't that powerful, so you couldn't have like good graphics on it and stuff like that. So
I don't know about you. I used to play DOS games, man.
Yeah, I used to play like the text ones, like
the RPG ones.
Yeah, move north and go into the cave.
What are those called?
What's that? I forgot.
Text RPGs. They have a word. There's a word for them.
Yeah, there is a word for them.
Text-based RPGs.
See, I started playing those when I was a really little kid, so I just assumed that programming was the same kind of thing.
Just write a sentence.
So you just like, I would like to see a picture of a blue sky with a house next to it. Put it return syntax error. You're like, what the fuck?
When you say picture of and then there was a B sound, I thought you were going to go a different direction with that.
Oh, no, I was too young for that shit.
Okay, so you guys mostly played in arcades or at home?
So, I mean, like if you wanted to play the kind of newer game, if you want to play Street Fighter or something like that, you have to go to the arcades, right? And in England, be putting the money in. There'd be a kid waiting behind you all the time.
Didn't they put the quarter on the machine? Do you guys? Do you have quarters?
No, it's like how much is it? 50p or 10p or whatever. I can't remember how much it was. But you just wait in line with your money.
Really?
And then the big kid behind you would be like, "I'll play for you. I'll beat this guy for you." And you'd be like, "No, I just want to try and do it myself." And he'd be like, "No, I'll do it for you." And then they'd move you out of the way and just use your money up. that happened all the time, man. It's just so dodgy.
Next to my church, here we go. It was called an international marketplace, but it was actually just an Asian marketplace.
Right.
And then there was a super shady arcade with like the best games, but like I'm pretty sure it was ran by like the Chinese mafia or something like that. And so like there's be some shady crap happening in the background. This is in Vegas, by the way. It's shady stuff happening in the background, like all these like tattooed, like kind of dangerous looking like Chinese people coming in and out, and then me going like, I'm just here to play. I think at the time we were playing, what were we playing? Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct? I don't remember
Killer
that
Instinct. It's a rare game. R-A-R-E, rare game. And it's look up Orchid from Killer Instinct. And the original one. She's got square boobs.
Square boobs.
This is every guy's dream at the time.
Square boobs.
Yeah, the very first picture.
I don't remember this game.
Can you zoom up on that? No, she's like when she wins, she like jumps and her titties bounce.
It looks like an adult version of Tinkerbell.
There was a Japanese game like Dead or Alive.
Look at that, dude. We were
they're upward angled tits.
Right, dude. We were playing this as like 8-year-olds on church day.
Church day.
Religious.
It was great.
Look up Dead or Alive. That was
the shooting game.
No, the fighting game with bouncy tits.
Dead or Alive.
They spent an awful lot of time making the boobs bounce.
The what is it? The physics of it.
Yeah. Japanese company.
With that said, Japanese, even on the Famicom, which is called the family computer, Famicom, right? They made like pornographic games in Japan. They did it in America. Yeah. Choose your own adventure, basically hentai games.
Really?
Yeah, you can get them now on emulator.
Right.
And it's like your job is just to get laid in all these games. It's so stupid. We don't get the titty physics, Josh? I mean, that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, I remember this game vaguely.
Did you guys go to the arcade when you were kids? Game Center.
I did with my parents or mother.
Did you play like games with like this stuff?
Of course not. It's like an adult area that we cannot get in.
Can you make sure that you send me this link so I can include this in our video? This is so stupid.
But I remember in the arcade, game center, there's a mahjong game.
Mahjong.
And then, adults are playing.
Yeah.
And then when they win, the naked women's, things are revealing one by one.
Yeah.
And then I was sneaking it from.
You were looking at it?
Yeah, looking at it. I remember that.
The big thing in Japanese game centers these days are the claw games.
Yeah.
Why do you guys call them UFO catch-up?
I don't know why we call it.
Is UFO or what is it?
UFO
Catcher. So like after Toy Story's thing?
No, before Toy Story, we still call it UFO catcher because the thing it looks like a UFO to me.
UFO. And it's like picking you out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never won on one of those things.
They're dodgy as crap in Japan.
Yeah.
They'll have like this giant, like expensive switch, like right on the edge. You're like, oh, I can totally knock that down. And you hit it, and it's just like, boop. It's like doesn't fall in.
It was just explaining the claw machine game, but those games are actually rigged. They have a box inside of it that they set it to how many times it has to be played before it can actually grab anything.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
They're actually rigged.
Shit.
Yeah.
So it's not about like skill.
No.
Well, I mean, like you can get lucky, but the thing is it has such a weak grip that it just falls out, right? So.
Oh, you just
my God.
broke my dream.
Yeah.
Well, if
welcome.
If everybody could just get all the prizes, they'd go out of business.
But I noticed like Japanese game centers have much wider variety of games than we used to have like back in the UK.
Really?
So like dance games or
Dance Revolution.
Like car game, drumming games, band type games. They've obviously put a lot of effort into thinking of lots of different things you can do there.
I like playing coin games at arcade.
What kind of coin games?
Coin games, like put the coin and then
the pushing one.
Pushing
yeah.
one.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Game centers in Japan are more like a place for either nerds, like hardcore nerds, like the ones that own you at DDR 15 or whatever version they're on now.
Yeah.
Or for dates.
Yeah.
Or for bad kids that are skipping school. They go to the game center sometimes. Yeah, that's a coin machine right there. Make sure you save these links so I can put these up in the video.
Yeah.
So now these days, like, you know, with the Xbox, what is it up to now? Xbox
0, isn't it?
0? Yeah.
I don't know.
PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5.
Switch, and like I said, Switch is going to probably have a Switch Pro version coming out, whatever. Do you own any of these in your house, Alex?
I've got, what have I got? PlayStation 4. I didn't go for a PlayStation 5 because I'm not allowed to buy any more video games.
I'm not allowed.
Forever.
Your wife won't let you.
Yeah, we've got a Switch. What else have we got? PC, 2 PCs. Yeah, about that, I think. 2 PCs and Siri responds. What are you talking
Siri's
about?
a boy?
Yeah, I put because I thought it was a bit more like kind of Jarvis from Iron Man.
I get irrationally angry at Siri when she can't do something, and I'm pretty sure it's because she's a woman.
I was going to change it. I was using an Australian woman, but I fired her and got an English guy instead. So I was trying it in Japanese for a bit as well, but it was just irritating.
One of my friends, the Swedish guy, he uses it in Japanese, and it makes me feel bad for him. He'll be like, hey Siri, not gonna desu ka? And I'm like, do you have to talk like a girl when you talk to her? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to video games, and then I want to talk a little bit about time to play video games. In the West, I feel like I had a fuck ton of time to play video games.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I'd either be glued to my N64 or my computer or whatever. In Japan, you guys don't have time to play video games when you're kids.
After school.
A little bit, right?
Yeah. Before go to bed.
Right.
Or wake up early and do it before school.
Your kids, do they play video games?
Yeah, when they get back from school. But if they got like sports activity, then cram school, and then they want to play a game, they come back at 10:30 at night and want to play games for half an hour before they go to bed.
But even if they do that, it's like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's not a long time.
I swear to God, my generation, like I played at least 8 hours of video games a day.
I used to play a lot, yeah.
How did you? You have school, right?
Yeah, but like our school, like high school was tough, but like the rest of school wasn't that hard. And university wasn't that hard. So I just played a lot of video games.
I played an awful lot of video games at university.
Yeah.
A lot.
It was at our age, it's just a cheap form of entertainment that you can do anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but I had some formative experiences with games as well. Like, it's not just like light entertainment, like Half-Life and stuff like that.
Bouncy booby formative.
Bouncy booby formative experiences that messed
For
me
example?
up. But like, just, seeing a kind of different type of creativity and things like that. Like, I remember Half-Life being terrifying when I first played that game.
Yeah.
And like, there's crab things flying out at you, and that kind of just a different type of experience that was more interactive than a movie. But
I got a huge education from playing MMOs. And then because a lot of other people who played at the time played EverQuest, right? For about, 8 years or something like that. And in EverQuest, you can do a /played. Right. And find out how much you played it. I think my /played was like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, it was 4 years. I spent 4 whole continuous years in front of the screen.
Yeah.
But anyway, the only people who really played that game were nerds. Like this was before World of Warcraft made MMOs cool.
Yeah.
And so all of your guildmates and everybody would be nerds, like PhD or PhD candidates and stuff like that. So I met a lot of really smart people playing this MMO, and actually some of them are still my real life friends today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they're way older than I am. I was like the only like young person playing the game, but it was great playing that game. I love that game.
I think I tried this, but my internet connection was so crap that I couldn't get it to work. And everybody was playing it in the US, right?
Yeah. The servers they had a couple European servers. They had no Australian server, so those fuckers would wake up before we would and just kill everything.
Oh, really?
So we would hate the freaking Australians.
Right.
But like everybody else, like played on like U.S. servers, I think, with U.S. time. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But the thing is that on that game, because we started with dial-up, right? If you got disconnected while you were on the boats, which by the way, it took you real life hours to travel between the continents. If you disconnected while on the boat, you just like zoned back in the middle of the ocean and you just die.
No way.
Yeah, you're gone forever. Goodbye. So it's really dangerous to take the boats. But anyway.
But now kids, looking at what my kids play, it's like, I can see similarities, but a lot of the games are so different,
What
Like
do they play?
Twitch games, right? Lots of like just simple.
battle royale type. You know what I mean? Fortnite, Apex, stuff like that. I mean, I was into shooters as well, but it's like super disposable and respawn really quickly and then go again. And there's no story development in it.
Yeah, we used to play video games for stories.
Yeah.
Like RPGs and stuff like that. And like sometimes you get stuck in the game, but you're like frustrated because you want to know more of the story.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good JRPGs as well, like Japanese ones, but it's not for me. I never really got into the kind of
JRPGs.
Yeah.
JRPG. That's what we call.
Like Final Fantasy.
Like Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. Yeah. So it's always been a bit too androgynous and spiky hair for my liking, but
I like the androgyny.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just I was like reality, like real stuff.
You were just showing us bouncy balloon
Bouncy
tips.
boobies are real. What's not?
Like that fall like this when they jump.
That's a Japanese game.
Josh, can you tell us the top 10 video games in Japan by sales? Starting at number 10 and going to number 1.
Okay, do you have any guesses of what's going to be on here, or what kind of games are going to be on here, you think?
This year?
I would
Last year?
suggest
For
mobile.
2020.
Lots of mobile.
2020.
2020.
I hope my Homescapes is in
Homescape is not going to be
Russian hacking her phone. Homescapes.
All right, top 10. I'm guessing some of the Battle Royale games are going to be there.
Fortnite.
But they're free to play though, right? So maybe it doesn't count.
Maybe Fortnite's not so popular anymore since like Apple's fighting with them.
True.
Well, the thing about Fortnite, though, is that's a free game, and this list is
Sales.
highest sales.
Okay, sales. All right.
So Fortnite, just judging by like what I've heard from my students, would probably be on the top 3, but it's not
a
on
free
this
to play
list.
game. Okay. All right. So this is pay to play games, like actual buying the software games.
Yes.
Okay.
And just looking at it, 9 out of 10 of these games are on the Switch.
Really?
Can you start with number 10?
Number 10, Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Okay.
What is that? Is that like the retro version on the Switch or something?
No, I think it's like a new one. It's called 3D All Stars, but I'm actually not familiar with it.
Okay. What's number 9?
51 worldwide games.
What's that?
Like we're just showing that we're old. We're like,
Is that a
what is
collection
that?
pack or something?
What are the kids playing these
What do
days?
the kids do? Mario in 3D?
Well, Mario Odyssey is apparently amazing. I haven't played it yet.
It looks like it's just a bunch of like card games and chess and stuff. Just
Is this real? Is this a real
It's
list?
old people
Yeah,
buying it.
Old people, grandma buying it.
Because it's COVID, right? They bought it for the pandemic.
probably
All right. What's the next one?
Minecraft.
I can see that. I can see
Minecraft, yeah.
Minecraft is actually probably a lot larger because there's a lot of free downloads of Minecraft, so it's probably even bigger.
Yeah.
Right. Next one.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. That was the game that Norm was kicking your ass in, I think.
Was
Smash
it?
Brothers.
I can't remember. I can't even remember that. I must have been wasted.
No, I have a picture of it. It's like a very alert and very like sat like this Norm, and you're like.
I just did not care by that point. I was just like, fuck this.
We were pretty drunk. All right, what number are we on now?
Number 6,
6.
Mario Kart 8.
Okay.
Mario Kart 8. Okay,
Mario
I own
Kart
that game.
8.
I own that
8.
game. Yeah, 8. I own that game. I've never played it. I bought it for you guys when you came over for a party.
We played it once.
Once.
Mario Kart 8 is pretty good. I have that game. Number 5, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Yeah. Wait, I'm getting keyed out. Sorry. Okay. Is it 2 games or 1 game? That.
Well, I mean, they're the same game, just like one has different Pokemon than the other.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like yellow and red Pokemon from back in the day.
Yeah, so people buy both, so that's probably why it's
Combined.
The only Pokemon game I ever played was on Game Boy, the very, very first one.
The one that was like black and white.
Yeah.
Red, blue, which one were you?
I don't know. I can't remember.
What was your starting Pokemon? Charmander? Squirtle?
Isn't it all Pikachu? I can't remember.
No, that was from the yellow version.
Oh, God, I don't know. I can't remember. I had the water one. Yeah, the little water.
Squirtle.
Yeah.
Squirtle.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next? What number are we on?
Number 4 was the Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4.
All right.
You know, they're doing all these like remakes of like Resident Evil and stuff like that.
Final Fantasy VII was good, though. I went to university with a guy who locked himself in his room for a week playing Final Fantasy VII and didn't come out. I swear to God he didn't eat.
Well, that's what we did in EverQuest in World of Warcraft when the expansions dropped.
So to mess with him, when he went back home, to where he lived for a day or two. He went, do not go in my room and do not go near my PlayStation 1, whatever it was. We snuck through the air vents and broke into his room and arranged all his furniture the other way around. And then just like snuck back out and left it all in perfect condition.
Just all the way around.
And I think somebody might have stolen his memory card as well. But,
and what happened after?
He went mental. He went great. Yeah. Anyway, next one.
Number 3. Momotaro Dentetsu Showa Heisei Reiwa mo Teiban.
I played it during the Golden Week with my friend.
You said you didn't play video games.
I did. I didn't remember, but I did. I know Momotetsu.
Do you guys know what that is?
No.
It's like a board game.
It's basically like a mix between Monopoly and Mario Party, but without all the Mario Party mini games. You just make money.
Traveling all over Japan.
Is it any good?
It's fun, and then you can know many things about Japan.
It's a very educational. You go to all the different stations in Japan and you learn about like what's famous there.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of a fun game. I played it.
Do they have the bentos from the stations as well?
They do.
Really?
That's like part of the game is like you can use the money that you make to purchase like shops at the station, and then like over time the shops make you more money.
Right.
It's too close to home for me.
It's too close to real. It's like a job.
It's like I couldn't play Theme Park Simulator now.
Yeah, but
or any of those kind of games because I actually work in tourism. So it's
right. But that game you can play like all night long.
Really? Is it a multiplayer game or is it one person?
It's multiplayer.
So that you were just reminding me, there's that YouTuber out there, what's it called? Let's Play It Out. I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Let's Play It Out. He's so fucking funny. You gotta watch his videos. He's so freaking funny. So all he does is find these like beta versions of stupid video games and plays them, and he's so freaking hilarious. And a lot of the ones that he does are in tourism.
Oh, nice.
So if you watch it, you'll probably enjoy it. It's great. So
let's game it out. I'll check him out.
Let's game it out.
Yeah.
All right. What are we going? Are we on the last one?
We have 2 more.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, I think.
Wait. Let's guess the genre. What kind of game do you think the genre of the game for number 2?
Genre.
First-person shooter, RPG, tabletop game.
I don't think first-person shooters are popular in Japan, really.
Killing game.
Battle game. I'm gonna say it's
Sengoku Musou.
It's a girl game.
Girl game. I'll say JRPG.
Is it Splatoon?
It's Ring Fit Adventure, an exercise game.
What now?
It's have you ever heard of Wii Fit?
Oh yeah.
Years ago, it's basically the new version of that, and that's probably because people didn't go outside.
Right.
Stupid year.
Exercise game.
Exercise games don't work though. Although they did, one guy on Reddit did like a 30-day challenge with like the one of the Wii Fit things or something.
Did he get buff?
No.
Was it Carrot Top?
No, it wasn't Carrot Top. To see that episode, check out whatever the hell we were talking about in that episode. I don't remember. All right, let's go. Number 1, drum roll, please.
And number 1, with 4 times the sales of the number 2 game, is
4 times.
Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Wow.
Dobutsu no Mori.
Atsumori.
My daughter plays that.
Atsumaru Dobutsu no Mori.
集まる動物の森。だから集まりか。
Yeah.
You know that one as well. I thought you only played Russian house-making games.
That hack your phone.
Did they actually hack my phone?
Maybe. The Russians have been hacking a lot recently. It's kind of scary, yeah.
The first time you opened the game, did it say, "Do you allow all these things?"
And you're like, yeah.
I can't remember what I did.
Probably.
Oh my god.
So Animal Crossing. So that game, like, what's the purpose of the game? I've actually never played it.
I played it a lot.
The only thing I know about Animal Crossing is that really sad comic that is about the mom who died, but like kept sending her son mails in the game or something like that.
Really?
I know what you're talking about.
That's so sad, right?
I can tell the story if you want.
Okay, tell the story.
Long story short, a boy and his mom used to play Animal Crossing together.
This is not this game. This is a previous version of it.
Probably GameCube version. Okay. They used to play together, and eventually he got kind of tired of it and he quit playing. But the mom kept playing because she was sick. Mm-hmm. She had like cancer or something. And so she played for the rest of her life, which was like a year or something. And then one day the son found the game and then he opened it up and he loaded his save file, and in the game you can send letters to other people who play, and he just had like basically hundreds and hundreds of letters from his mom
that he didn't know about.
Is that a real story?
It's supposedly real.
Oh my god, it's so sad.
Yeah, but they made it into a comic, right? And when you read the comic, you're like getting teary-eyed and stuff like that. Thanks, Reddit.
Is that a Japanese story?
I
think it was American or something.
Maybe it was Korean. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
But anyway.
Wow.
動物の森, huh?
It is popular. My daughter plays it.
Does
so
she?
you can kind of like build things together and exchange items.
Do you build a Russian house?
You can build a Russian house, yeah, if you want. Yeah.
I think it got so popular because you have your own island and you can go to your friends' islands and visit your friends and play with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So because people couldn't meet people in real life, they were meeting in the game.
Well, I once saw. You have VR, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
There is this virtual reality like chat room software that I keep seeing videos of, where everybody's like a crazy anime character.
Yeah.
Have you ever played that?
No, VR like it's a good idea on paper, but it's just a pain in the arse to get out and get strapped in and everything like that every time. And then you're always worried that somebody's going to walk in and you're going to hit them or bang into the wall or...
Oh, come on. I know you're not playing video games. You're doing something else.
Hello. But one thing I would recommend doing is playing Half-Life Alyx because it is really, really good.
Half-Life Alyx. That's not a VR game, right?
VR game, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's like Half-Life in VR. And it's really, really good.
I don't think I could play a horror game in VR.
No,
that would like
yourself.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
I mean, like your reaction would be like to jump and run and stuff like that.
But you do get used to it quite quickly. I did try it with like there's a mode where you can actually you're usually stationary in the game and you look around and you can move by kind of clicking on where you want to go to.
Yeah.
There's another mode where you can do it with the joystick and actually move around, and it gives you such bad motion sickness. It's like just mental.
I can't wait for VR to be like Ready Player One style, where it's like actually immersive.
Yeah.
Once that happens, I'm probably never going to come out of VR. I'll be in VR forever. Bye, guys.
Have you seen that Black Mirror episode where he does that?
No.
Like there's one called USS Callister.
Oh, where he makes the Star Trek one. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, even for Black Mirror, that was a screwed up episode.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
All right, guys, let's bring the show to a close. Let's talk about our favorite video game that we're playing right now. You playing the Russian Hacksaws one? Alex, what are you playing?
What am I playing at the moment? I started playing Total War again.
Turtle War.
Total War.
Turtle War.
Total War. What the hell? What's that?
Wait, I need to check.
Total War, yeah. I'm playing that. It's a really good game. I started playing Total War. What was it? The Sankokushi?
I can't. Totoro War.
No, Total
War.
Anyway.
Not turtle.
Jesus.
Or not Totoro, ne?
I just had
Not water.
I just had to Google.
CC Turtle War.
Yeah.
That says War Turtle. Are you
War
dyslexic?
Turtle.
So I just had to Google the game that I bought on Steam and haven't played. I bought this game 7 months ago because it was on sale. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, right. I've played that. Yeah.
Now, the reason why I bought this game is because I love the game JK2 and JKA, Jedi Knight Academy.
Yeah.
That's like the first real lightsaber combat game. And I love those games. I was like ranked top 10 in the world.
They're both good, yeah.
And then I paid for that game. I downloaded it, including, what was this? South Park something Stick. That game was highly recommended to me, and I downloaded both of them, and I haven't played a single minute of them.
The Stick of Truth.
That's what
Stick
it's
of
called.
Truth.
Stick of Truth.
I've not played the Stick of Truth. The Jedi
Fallen Order?
Yeah, Fallen Order I played. That was good. It's too hard, though. It gets really hard in the middle for no reason.
I want them to remake Jedi Knight 2 Outcast with Kyle Katarn. Oh, that was such a great game.
That was a good game as well.
So good. I mean, that was one of the... Because I always wanted to be a Jedi since I was little, until they made like 6 really shitty movies. They made 3 great ones and 6 shitty movies.
And what about now? Is it on a return trajectory or not? That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mandalorian was good, though.
Mandalorian is good.
Yeah.
Did you know that the sets is actually the Unreal Engine in a 360-degree screen? That's actually a screen. It's
That's
not green.
mad. So they can get the reflections on the armor as well.
Yeah. And the actors feel immersed in the environment and everything. I mean, that's totally what we have here as well.
Yeah, amazing.
See, that's why. All right, Natsuki, you to continue to play your Russian game?
Sure, I will. It's fun.
All right, guys. If you guys at home want us to talk about any specific video game or try some Yakuza game or something, let us know in the comments below. Please check out that video on JonTron. That I forgot what it's called, but I think it's just called Yakuza or something like that. Maybe Josh, you could look it up. Anyway, okay. So that's been our show today, guys. If you guys want to leave us a comment and tell us your favorite video game or JRPG or whatever, or if you had red, blue, yellow Pokemon when you were a kid. I forgot the colors. I think that's all of them. Okay. All right, guys. Seriously, leave us a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe. Please subscribe. We love subscribers.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.